Hello, everyone. I'm thrilled to have each of one of you here today. I'm Deanne Watt, Vice President of Product at Sprockets. Today, we're here to explore the new release of Sprockets. We took your feedback and your needs over the last couple of years and transformed it into something that is not only valuable, but more useful for hiring managers. And it also lays the foundation for some of those upcoming transformative features that will truly change the way that hiring is done. So let's get started. We are going to start with the changes for applicants. Applicants can still receive a link in a variety of ways and will receive notifications through both SMS and email. Not only will we remind applicants if they were invited to complete, but we will also remind them if they didn't finish for some reason. The biggest change, though, is that we have renamed the survey to a pre-interview. Not only will this applicants take the survey more seriously, but in coming months, you will be able to review their answers for additional insights, especially when you're looking at candidates that might be closer to the threshold. You can see that the survey looks similar with updated questions that reflect more of an interview rather than generic questions. We gather sentiment and personality traits regardless of what the questions are. So if we go through the survey, we can add in the data. And when you submit, they will get successfully submitted. This leads us to the new hiring manager experience. We learned a lot from the feedback we got over the last couple of years and know that the hiring managers don't want to learn or have to manage a new system. Therefore, we took a totally different approach. Hiring managers no longer have to log into the application to perform any tasks. As you can see, the email will also include questions that a manager. If the auto interview feature is turned on, we have the ability to let you know that that applicant has already been invited to the interview. The manager can also view the new Sprockets report. This leads us to the new hiring manager experience. We learned a lot from the feedback we got over the last couple of years and know that the hiring managers don't want to learn or have to manage a new system. Therefore, we took a totally different approach. Hiring managers no longer have to log into the application to perform any tasks. As you can see, the email will also include questions that a manager. If the auto interview feature is turned on, we have the ability to let you know that that applicant has already been invited to the interview. The manager can also view the new Sprockets report, which will guide them in several ways. Both of these things can be done via email or SMS. The new report provides a recommendation and a breakdown of how the applicant scored against the top performers based on the top traits of this group of top performers. They are also additional guidance for the interview, including questions based on the biggest differentiator of traits between the top performers and this applicant. The new report provides a recommendation and a breakdown of how the applicant scored against the top performers based on the top traits of this group of top performers. They are also additional guidance for the interview, including questions based on the biggest differentiator of traits between the top performers and this applicant. Later in this demo, we will show you that there are 4 different levels of an applicant, each level providing a recommendation based on their match score. The highest level, which is the top, are the applicants above the threshold, which we recommend you make an offer to. In this case, it would be 9.0 or above. Anyone from about 7.0 to 8.9, we recommend at least a 15-minute interview. For applicants below the threshold, we put those into 2 categories, fair and poor. A 30-minute interview for fair, or a phone screen before the interview for poor applicants. While we do not recommend hiring in either group below the threshold, we know sometimes a company doesn't have enough good applicants and any hire is necessary. But we want to at least give you the guidance for that applicant so you can make an informed decision. You may have also noticed that the hiring manager can reply to the applicant through this email, which allows them to ask questions like, can you work the overnight shift? Or how many years of experience do you have? Basically, the hiring manager and the applicant can have a full conversation through the system with never logging in. They will receive both SMS and email notifications, so it works in the way that the user wants to communicate. Let's send a message. And now that you will see that the applicant received their message. And the applicant can now reply, and they can go back and forth and have a full conversation. Any hiring manager can log in and use the platform as well. We have significantly simplified the interface to make it easier for anyone to use without training. Let's explore. Starting with the dashboard. Sprockets now provides you the ability to drill down and understand how your locations are performing, providing insights such as time to contact, which is becoming increasingly more important to hiring managers to hire those top performers quickly and efficiently. You will be able to see the high-level insights, diving deeper on the applicants received, re-engagements from pulls or reapplies, where the sourcing is coming from, and overall applicant quality based on location and time periods. You can see this both by locations and time period. We structured the two views of applicants, so regardless of how you want to view your data, it's available to you. The jobs listing, what I'm showing you right now, gives you a quick overview of your jobs, allows you to filter by location or search by job. If a hiring manager chooses to log in, they will only see the locations that they do have access to. When you select your job, you can still manage your applicants here, or you can update your settings by just selecting the job. This will allow you to invite applicants and manage your top performers. You can see that these are now separated from the applicants. You will be able to select these, duplicate top performers, and manage them in several ways. You will also be able to adjust your job settings. When you select your job, you will be able to dive in deeper. So let's go back, select a job. You will be able to go look at applicants, see your high matches, and see the total amount of applicants. You can also perform these actions here as well. You will be able to copy your invite link or download a QR code for that exact job. If you want to create a new job, you will be able to come over here, select what locations you want this job created for, create your job. If you want to post the job, you will be able to post it at any point. If your job has not been posted yet to all of our free job boards, you can simply click on the post job, update your information, and it will automatically post that job to our job boards. Now let's go into applicants. So we can click on here to go and view applicants for a particular job, and it will pre-filter all of your applicants, or you can select applicants here on the sideboard and see all the applicants for all jobs and all locations. Now, the new version of applicants will allow a lot more powerful features as far as being able to filter by location, time applied, match score, source, and stage. Match score is what we talked about earlier with the 4 different types of matches. Your source, depending on how you actually source out applicants, you'd be able to filter by that, and what stage they're in. Are they reviewed? Have they been interviewed? Did you message them? Have they been terminated? All those different types of stages. You will be able to also sort by match score, by applied, or any of the columns here as well. Now, one of the great new features about this is the quick view. You will be able to select on a quick view and get the guidance there as well, not just with the Sprockets report. You will be able to see their guidance, a few trait information, and their contact information. You will be able to write a quick note on their application. So you're saying like, want to hire, you might be able to save a note there, and we will show a history of notes by the person that added it. We do have these quick clicks to be able to send an applicant an offer or an interview or whatever you would like to send them based on what stage they're in. And this is also from that guidance. We have additional options as well for this applicant. They've already been in interview stage, so you can send them an offer or reject the applicant. You can also at any point add this particular person if you hired them as a top performer. You can also delete the application. So if someone is in needs review, you will have different types of contacts for them. So here you are able to request a phone screen, interview, send offer. All of these are one-click simple actions. You don't have to write an email. You don't have to do anything. Our system handles everything for you. Another great feature that was asked for a lot was to be able to download all of your applicant information. So you will be able to select as few or as many applicants as you want. All you have to do is export the selection. And then when you open it, you will see all of your applicant information, and you can dive into that a lot deeper if you wanted to run your own reports or anything else there. So another great feature of the system is the ability to manage your message history. So in your message, you can see who has replied to you and you've not read their information. When you click on it, you will see the entire history of your communication back and forth with that applicant. If you wanted to go in here, you could actually send additional messages here. Remember, all of these SMS messages go through both SMS and email. So you will also be able to write custom messages. If you want to send a general message, you can just start typing right here. If you want to use one of our templates, it will actually give you some of the information that you need, and you can actually adjust the information so you don't have to write it from scratch. We have also improved your company settings. So if you come in here, you can see that you have company information, and you will be able to manage your company and select your brand, your headline color, your background color, and even preview that information. You'll be able to manage your pre-interview survey settings, your notifications, and your automations. Now here with locations, we have moved the locations into a different area. You can add locations and you can bulk import locations. You also have the ability to manage your users. You can have multiple admins and account owners, and you can manage personal settings for each individual hiring manager. So if you go to the personal settings, you would be able to manage these personal settings. You can also manage your own personal settings. If you've noticed also in this left-hand side that we have multiple brands here. So if you are a company that manages multiple brands, each brand will have a separate section. So right now we're in Raising Cane's, and if we wanted to move over to Quick Trip, you would actually be able to see this one. So I didn't have any for the last 24 hours, so let's go to all time. So you'd be able to see all of your Quick Trip information as well. So wrapping up our demo today, I want to express my gratitude to each one of you for joining us this afternoon. And I hope this session has provided valuable insights into our product capabilities and how it can benefit your needs. We can open up the floor to any questions that you might have.